It's dark at 4 a.m. in the morning. The earth suddenly trembled violently. People wake up from their sleep. Sirens along the coast cut through the night sky. I see the distant horizon. 2 giant water dragons appeared, like a mythical dragon circling in Wangyang. In an instant, the seawater faded wildly. Immediately after, a huge wave of land that obscured the sky. Tsunamis up to tens of meters high. It swallowed up everything along the coast. When the waves go down, people were shocked to find Japan, Taiwan. Between Hong Kong and the Philippines, a new land had appeared. It connects these places. This is not the plot of a disaster movie. It was a widely circulated prophecy. Legend has it that on July 5, 2025, humanity is about to experience a major disruptive event. What will happen on this day? Is doomsday really coming? Or say, this is just another cowardly rumor. Now let's take off the cocoon together. Uncover the legends behind this mysterious prophecy. And the truth. Humanity's fear of the end. It never stops. Set a date for the end. It wouldn't be the first time. Review history. Every once in a while, the world will come to an end. Make people panic. At the end of the last century, a poem by the French prophet Nostradamus. It was interpreted as July 1999. The king of terror fell from the sky. Many people are worried that the world will be devastated in July 1999. Nothing happened. False alarm. Another example is Millennium Crisis Y2K. People are worried that computer failures in 2000 will lead to disasters, and we got through it. And the Mayan calendar ended on December 21st, 2012. When, at that time, countless people around the world thought that 2012 was the end of the world. The Earth rotates as usual. On the one hand, these examples let us know doomsday prophecies are mostly rumors. But on the other hand, every time the prophecy doesn't come true, but it all reflects the time, there's a real sense of anxiety. What about this time? Why is July 5th, 2025 the date? Will suddenly become a hot topic. Many people even believe it to be true. This frenzy of prophecy seems absurd on the surface. There are multiple forces behind it. Bizarre manga from Japanese folk, to the internationally renowned mysterious prophecy, to all kinds of bizarre rumors on the internet. They all point to the same point in time. And here's what's even stranger. These prophecies, many are still closely related to our Chinese world. Even named Taiwan and Hong Kong. No wonder someone started shaking Murphy. Something really extraordinary is going to happen this year. Let's not jump to conclusions. Let's take a look first. There's a lot of prophecy going on. What the hell did he say? The rumors of the July catastrophe. Japan has played an important role, and one of the sources of the explosive topic is a Japanese cartoonist. Horrible sights seen in dreams. This cartoonist's name is Nagasu Liang. One of his works, The Future I See. I have recorded myself since the 1970s. A series of precognitive dreams. Don't look at it. It's just a dream in a comic book. Prophecy is not easy. It is said that the number of dragons used to be in a dream saw many great events in the future. A few eye-popping examples. He had a dream. Queen singer Freddie Mercury has passed away. It turned out that Freddie did die of illness in 1991. He also dreamed of the unfortunate accident of Princess Diana, and Diana died in 1997. And here's the thing. One day in March 1996, the number of dragons dreams of an unknown coastal area. Huge earthquakes and tsunamis occur. This dream he didn't fully understand at the time, until March 2011, 15 years later. Japan was shocked. The Great East Japan Earthquake. The 311 earthquake. Time scenario. In his comics, the date of March 11th that was drawn matches. For a time, he became famous in the world of prophecy. Like a real-life version of Sakurajima, a prophet in Japanese legend who can predict the future. However, the number of dragons himself is rather calm. He later explained that, in fact, the great earthquake scene depicted in the cartoon, probably not 311, because in that dream, he clearly saw himself wearing summer short-sleeved clothes. The March 11 earthquake happened in early spring and March, and the height and destructive power of the tsunami in the dream, far more than the scale of S11. This means that the catastrophe encountered in the bright dream of the banyan tree, maybe it hasn't arrived yet. When will that be? The clue is hidden in the one-night mystery illustration of his comic strip. It says July 5th, 25. Catastrophe, yes. This comic was published in 1999. It has already been 2025, set for a year of disaster. Back then, people didn't have much idea about this date, but now 2025 is just around the corner. The prophecy has been turned over again. Caused heated debate. The number of dragons that year's comics were just so far. The disaster was not detailed. However, what is even more bizarre is July 5th, 2021. Number of dragons appearing, claiming to have had the same dream again, as if fate were reminding him. In a dream, witness the future catastrophe. The whole process is vivid in my mind. According to his description, in the dream, his perspective floats in the air. It's like an out-of-body experience, overlooking the Western Pacific, the vast sea between Japan and the Philippines. Suddenly, there was a huge explosion in the middle of the sea. Looks like an underwater volcano or a violent shock caused by other energies. Magma gushed out of the deep sea, dyed the seawater red. The explosion triggered a powerful earthquake. The whole ocean was shaking. Then a 40-meter high. It's about 18 stories tall. A massive tsunami is generated in the seals and spread around at an amazing rate. The coast of Japan bears the brunt. Huge waves hit the city port in an instant. Eastern Taiwan, Hong Kong coast. Places like the northern Philippines are not immune, swept by the tsunami. The coastline is a mess. And then something even more surreal happened. As the tsunami receded, the dragon population sees a vast expanse of land uplift from the seafloor. This new land will bring Japan, Taiwan, Hong Kong. Land masses in places like the Philippines are joined together, as if a building had been built on the west coast of the Pacific Ocean. The New World covering East Asia. Last dream. The number of dragons can be vaguely felt. His own funeral was also held at the same time. That is to say, he had a premonition that he would die in that disaster. The details of this dream send a chill down your spine. The number of dragons believes disaster time shown in the dream. It will be around 5 a.m. on July 5th, 2025. Japan time conversion. To us, Taiwan. For Hong Kong, it was around 4 a.m. on July 5th. No wonder there are rumors on the internet specifically mentioning July 5th at 4:18 a.m. Such a precise time. Scare people half to death. Certainly, this is just the second creation of the goose-to-goose in the community. The number of dragons does not give such a fine minute, but the dates and early morning hours are what he emphasizes. Many people speculate. His dream of jade. Maybe it's a preview. An unprecedented earthquake. Possible town, located in the sea between Taiwan and Japan. Trigger a chain of volcanoes and tsunamis. It can even cause the Earth's crust to rise, as the new land depicted in the dream will bring Hong Kong. Taiwan and Japan are all connected together. It is equivalent to implying that the scope of the disaster covers the entire East Asia. Is there really a destructive earthquake? Rewrote the map of East Asia. For a while, this comic prophecy made many netizens think carefully and find it terrifying. They went online. The dream prophecies of Japanese cartoonists are enough. It's all the more exciting. Incidentally, there are many other prophecies. It also points to 2025 as a year of disasters, and many of them are also related to Taiwan. Hong Kong related. This increased the attention. Let's start with Japan itself. Except for the number of dragons, the woman who dreamed of the future. There are also some strange people and strange things in the folk. Also raised alarming warnings. For example, there are so-called the body test of future people in 2062. Legend has it that this mysterious man claims to be from the year 2062. Travel back in time to modern times to release information. Sounds like science fiction, right? But this person happened to be in the Japanese forum. Accurately predict major events multiple times. For example, before the 3/11 earthquake in 2011, he is said to have hinted that there would be a catastrophe in Japan, and it's doubtful afterwards. So when he warned, in 2025, major events will affect the world, Japan was not spared either, and it caused quite a stir. These few years, 2062, future people's remarks have been published in the company many times. The hot search has attracted many people to retweet and discuss. He didn't say what happened. It only means that the world pattern will be affected by then. Due to the number of dragons, the comic prophecy became popular. Make many people think. Future people say, could it be the earthquake in the dream of the dragon number? One association on both sides of the tsunami. It's even creepier. What about here in Hong Kong? I have always studied metaphysical feng shui. When rumors spread in Japan that there would be a major earthquake in July, many redundancies in Hong Kong, the masters also came forward to express their opinions. The famous feng shui master Su Mingfeng said bluntly, Northeast is not suitable for travel for the people of Hong Kong, and Northeast is where Japan and Taiwan are. Suggestions from Master Su's film club: don't travel in that direction recently, so as not to encounter any accident. But here's what's interesting, he himself confessed. April and July have been scheduled, flights and hotels to Japan. He laughed that it was difficult to calculate the exact date. Implied meaning, predictions are bound to be wrong, so what to play is still to play. This operation is also dumbfounded. Both prompt danger and don't forget to travel. Another metaphysician, Master Yang Tianming, remind on the show. A natural disaster could strike Japan in July 2025. Be alert. Master Wu Peifu also said, Japan may experience an abnormal situation in July, another Hong Kong internet celebrity prophet. It directly predicts that there will be a severe tsunami in 2025. A major earthquake advises everyone after April. Avoid traveling to the northeast region. These Hong Kong masters are each famous. The caliber is surprisingly consistent now. One after another, Japan may face a major disaster in the middle and late this year. This has brought attention to the rumors. It warmed up several degrees at once. After all, the masters in Hong Kong usually predict the stock market. Feng Shui works. Now, the collective decline in Japan's fortune in July, it's hard to beat the drum. In addition to professional masters, all kinds of netizens are not idle. In the forum Weibo, Facebook group, many people share, I have had a similar terrifying dream. Some people dream that Tokyo is engulfed by huge waves. Some dream of the east coast of Taiwan. There was an 18-story tsunami. Coincidentally, the scenes are amazing. It's like a massive tsunami off the coast of East Asia. It's almost identical to the number of dragons in the manga. Some people say, I don't know the Japanese manga at all, but I dreamed the exact same picture a few years ago. Now I am terrified when I see the prophecy news. This collective phenomenon of having the same nightmares. Let people who love the occult feel that, is the collective subconscious sounding the alarm? Perhaps information about some future disaster already shared between our brains, just in the form of a dream. Psychologists, however, have a different explanation. They believe that this is more likely the result of humans being influenced by information. When dire predictions about the number of dragons were widely reported in the media, leave a deep impression on the public and create similar images in your sleep. So the same dream that seems to be coincidental. In fact, it may be everyone.